Bring Her Back is the kind of horror movie that gets under your skin long before it tries to scare you. At first glance, it looks like a story about grief, loss, and family. But underneath that emotional surface lies something far darker. This is a film about the dangerous things people do when they refuse to let go. One of the most fascinating aspects of the movie is how it uses grief as both a motivation and a weapon. Nearly every major decision made by the characters is influenced by loss. Instead of accepting reality, they search for ways to reverse it, challenge it, or escape from it entirely. That emotional desperation becomes the driving force behind the horror. The film constantly asks a disturbing question: if you had the opportunity to bring someone back, would you take it, no matter the cost? What makes that question so effective is that the movie never presents it as an easy choice. The audience understands why the characters are tempted. Their pain feels real. Their longing feels genuine. Because of that, the horror becomes personal rather than distant. Another major theme is the idea of identity. If someone returns from death, are they truly the same person? Memories, emotions, and physical appearance may seem familiar, but the film repeatedly hints that something deeper has changed. That uncertainty creates a constant sense of unease. The movie also plays with the fear of recognition. Characters often find themselves questioning whether they can trust what they see. Familiar faces no longer provide comfort. Instead, familiarity becomes terrifying because it hides something unknown underneath. One of the hidden details many viewers overlook is how the film uses silence. Rather than relying entirely on loud scares, it frequently creates tension through stillness. Quiet moments become warning signs. The audience learns to fear what is not being shown just as much as what is visible. Visually, the film uses darkness in an interesting way. Shadows are not merely hiding places for danger. They represent uncertainty itself. The more characters try to uncover the truth, the more confusing their reality becomes. This creates a psychological layer that elevates the story beyond a typical supernatural horror film. The relationships between the characters are equally important. Every interaction is shaped by emotional wounds. Trust becomes fragile. Love becomes complicated. Even acts of kindness begin to feel suspicious because everyone is carrying secrets. A particularly effective aspect of the movie is its exploration of obsession. At first, obsession appears understandable. A grieving person wants answers. A grieving person wants closure. But as events unfold, the desire slowly transforms into something destructive. The line between love and obsession becomes increasingly difficult to see. The film suggests that grief can become dangerous when it stops being a process and starts becoming an identity. Some characters become so attached to their pain that they can no longer imagine a future without it. As the story progresses, the supernatural elements grow stronger, but they never completely overshadow the emotional core. The monsters are frightening, the mysteries are disturbing, and the tension continues to build, yet the most terrifying idea remains the same: what if the person you miss most returned, but not in the way you hoped? This question drives the movie toward its emotional climax. The ending leaves viewers with several possible interpretations. On one level, it functions as a horror conclusion filled with dread and uncertainty. On another level, it serves as a commentary on acceptance. The film argues that refusing to let go can create consequences far worse than loss itself. Rather than presenting death as the ultimate horror, the movie suggests that denial may be even more dangerous. The desire to reverse tragedy can transform people into versions of themselves they no longer recognize. That is what makes Bring Her Back so memorable. The scares are effective, the atmosphere is unsettling, and the mystery keeps viewers engaged. But the emotional questions remain long after the credits roll. In the end, the film is not simply asking whether the dead should return. It is asking whether we are willing to pay the price for refusing to move forward. And that question may be far more terrifying than anything hiding in the dark. If you enjoyed this analysis, make sure to subscribe to Movie Story Recaps, share this video with fellow horror fans, and let us know in the comments which movie we should cover next.